Nothing like some late evening Touhou when you're tired. You go swimming. Oh, right in the last second. BBB RNG minute. Literally free. Everyone's favorite boss. Too much movement. Fight's tricky, but I think it's one you can get good at. Maybe Non-2 is one of those things that could, like, that's hard to, that's, like, not realistic to get, like, super good at, but... Oh, bastard. Mark my words, I will get good at this fight. It will take a lot of time, but I will. Yeah. Problem, it's a lot of work to get through the first 2 attacks, and it's not like it's like that much uphill from there. Faster. You know what? I like this fight. I gotta stop going for these for bad lines. On the first wave, too, it's such a bad sign. Plus, you love to see it. Too aggressive. Oh, the micros on that first spell are so painful. Almost a good line. A good first 2 waves, but that was a fine wave 3. I just picked a bad line. It's just... that position, you already know you're doomed before you're doomed anyway. You already know you did yourself dirty. Hello, Victor. Hope you're doing well. I know I died of the other attacks, but, like, the source of, like, 80% of her problems, I feel, are that stupid non-2. Grind's going fine. Doing the game. It's hard, and sometimes I suck, but it's also very hard, but it is fun. It is great. I wish I was feeling 100% and not, like, a little sickly, but, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes she just lives too long, because 2/3 movement is cool. Such a good boss. Again, non-2, not withholding, but like otherwise, she's a very good boss. She's a hard boss, but I like her. Yeah, I like a lot of the rest of her. I like her kind of as a whole. Even non-2, I do like to a fair degree. It's just that non-2 is so cringe at times. As tight as this first spell is, oh, bad line. Yeah, bottom hug is decent on non-2. It's just the biggest complaint I have with bottom hug is if she goes down, you're fucked. Boop. Well, I was foolish. We just dodged easy. It's just comfort. I just gotta get used to it more. I haven't done enough. I haven't done this fight enough. You know what the best part is about non-2 is you do non-2 and there's still non-3. There's still another one right behind it. Much. Oh, I even made the first move, the first tap. Crap. This side kind of annoys me at how much of a race it is, because of how much just denser it gets. Hello, family. He soon decided, you know what, this deck needs to get Needs to get denser. We need more bullets on the screen. Oh, hello, Light General. It is a very fun fight, though. The more and more I do it, the more and more it grows on me. More Danmaku? There's always more Danmaku to be had. You know, long term, we'll see what my opinion is on this. I literally just, like, there's a bullet, and they're all clumped together, and I go right for the clump. I just suckle on the teeth of the bullet, and I just go right for it. Wait. Check the bullets, yeah. Bro, I just... every time. Attracted the bullets and miss, and then later Notori's bullets will be attracting me with their beautiful waterfalls. At least the more and more I do the spell one, the happier I am with it. Piss her butt. It's like non-2 is so much worse than the others, just for no good reason. Eep. Really gotta distract that first wave more consistently. Ah, I threw on it. The fight finally made it to the spell, and I threw its Sonya over. So it's been not too long. It's been like a week of gameplay thus far, and I have made pace to Sanyo Midnight. Pretty good, pretty quick time spent, getting pace there. How long is it gonna take for me to get pace past Sanyo? Ooh, terrible line. Right at the intersection. The intersection between the warp and the west. Now, a question someone might ask is, how long am I willing to do Sanyo for? You've been here for almost 20 minutes. The answer is, as long as I need. Realistically, I'm pretty confident my first spell, like, broadly speaking. It's the rest of it that I need to put close practice into. But I'm too stubborn. I love how low she is. It's so cool. It is so cool how low she goes sometimes. Look how much higher up she is. It's so much better, dude. Holy moly. Did the thing where I was like assume she's gonna die. The best part is you go through everything just to get non-3. There's no reprieve when it comes to Sanyo. love low moon. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Bamboo. This spell's annoying me. Oh, you yes. Oh, Sonya, what do you do to me? Belonging crowds of Yuma? No way, Yuma's in this game? I bit the bullet. Did we actually was about to die? I'm just a magnet on that spell. Probably shouldn't misdirect 2, but I am. Who's gonna stop me? Oh, and I can go straight to death. There are no brakes on the Sanyo train. I did the same exact thing again! Ay, ay, ay. Dude, I just keep trapping myself. Looks like I'm getting better at non-Zuko. Sonya sounds like Patty and Selma from The Simpsons. I have never seen a full episode of The Simpsons in my life, so I have no clue who you're talking about, unfortunately. I hate this. I hate this spell. Ooh, this fight is cruel. Yo, I just looked at that image of the thumbnail. I'm not even gonna pop up the video, but I'm gonna agree with you just on instinct. Welcome to 2/3 movement, the spell. If she cooperates with your movement so much more generous. Like Sanyo, I like Sanyo final, but overall I do like it. I do have one major issue with it, and that is just 2/3. It is one of the biggest spells that just gets defined by the 2/3 movement shenanigans. And that kind of is unfortunate for it. Because, obviously most spells with movement, the 2/3 movement is going to be relevant. It's going to come up, it's going to be problematic at times, but I feel like it's such it's just... It how much of an impact it has on Sanyo Final compared to, like, most attacks is ridiculous. Like, obviously an attack like this, it's gonna be relevant. Because, like, oh, you know, you want her following you, but sometimes she's gonna move away a little bit. But, like, on her final specifically, which, like, forces you kind of into some lines, if she stays with you, you kill that attack super quick. And it's not at all an issue. It's, like, honestly, a pretty easy attack, generally speaking. I don't think this game's that bulky. Asterisk. I think this game is pretty normal when it comes down to HP bars. I think the thing that makes the game feel so bulky and sluggish is just power loss. The power loss issue. Like, if you never die, I don't think this game is that bulky. I think most of it. Stage 4 spam kind of being the exception to the rule. Dies in a relatively fair manner. I just think the game is so cruel with its power loss that adds to it just makes the issue such an issue. Once or twice be pretty simple. You talking about Sanyo Final? If you're playing as Sakuya on Sanyo Final, I'm taking this from Alan. I'm taking this from Alan because he's the Sakuya player. He says that if she goes right, you kill her in one wave. If she cooperates with the 2/3 movement, you just kill her. Unfortunately, with Reimu, you have to get double movement to go your way in order to get the an early enough kill, so that adds a massive extra layer, but she moves away, and it's just so stupid on this attack specifically. Like, there's a lot of attacks in this game where it's like, oh, the 2/3 movement's relevant for, but this attack just debuffs so many of the others for no good reason. Because the problem with the game is this. And having more damage would help, but it would only help a little bit. Trust me, I've seen this with higher damage. This is still turbo ass with higher damage. An LNN guide. Maybe I'll make one of those someday. No, I would never make an LNN guide for this game. It would only be LNN exclusive. I don't have a lot of love in my heart for the LNB in this game. Yeah, it's just... the 2/3 movement is just not... not a good thing in my opinion. I understand it. No, I'm not talking about a guide of, like, follow this guide and you'll get the LNN. That doesn't exist. The guide to do that is actually it's pretty damn simple. It's just play a shit ton Touhou. Also, hell, game glitcher. Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, I understand the concept behind the 2/3 movement and what it's intended to do. It's just, I feel like it creates a bigger problem than the one that was solved, in my opinion. But some people like the difficulty. step one, get lucky. That is true. Well, it depends on what game you're playing. You playing Lotus Land? You playing USD? Every game's gonna have its RNG elements, although some of them are more exaggerated than others. Although the answer to getting bad RNG is just dodge better. Oh, you got bad luck? Just dodge it, forehead. Well, my one contention to the movement thing with before is verticality was still completely random. And verticality is arguably, like, as important as the horizontalness. It was way too high. And another thing about the 2/3 movement. If it was like 80%, I feel like it would be better. But 1/3 of the time going the opposite direction from you is just... It's just too inconsistent for some things. Especially when modern-day homing, you know, very rarely exists. And if it does, it's usually combined with Persuasion Needle, and it's just actually Persuasion Needle, like this game. Yeah. Well, because that's the answer to everything, ultimately, until at the end of the day. It's just get good. Just dodge it properly. Just live long enough, right? Like, if you get bad RNG in something, you just gotta play better. Like, I can do Peerless Wind God all I want, and I can be like, oh man, that was a really hard Peerless Wind God. But, like, I've capped really hard Peerless Wind Gods. That's not me saying I'm the greatest player of all time, but that is me saying, if I die to Peerless Wind God on pace, which I have several times before, it's one of those things where it's like, I just gotta play better. You know, was there a dodge I could have made? Yeah. Was it a really hard dodge? It would have been really hard to see in the moment? Absolutely, but it still existed. And that's what matters. I throw. Yeah, we're at the end of the week. It's time for the brain refresh at the end of the week. Time to get some sleep. Yeah, I don't know if I'd quite say it's specifically a high/top tier game. I think there are certain games like Lotus Land and USD that are more slot machine heavy than others, not necessarily due to difficulty, but just due to the nature of like the problems in the games. I'd almost argue PTB without power cancels honestly can be clumped into a similar thing, although I wouldn't put it there at the end of the day. Because, like, a lot of other attacks have a lot of... Or a lot of other games have a lot of randomness. Obviously, TDH is a very random attack. But a lot of things, like let's take Fearless Wind God for as a good example. That's not as... Why are you so unbelievably low, Michael? What the fuck is wrong with you? I love vertical movement. But there are just some attacks that are naturally, you know, more consistently hard. So they honestly, like, even if they are really hard random attacks, they don't have quite the slot machine feel that something like Scarlet and Sokyo has, right? Though money can't spend. Hey, I spend money on lives. Not that I do anything with the lives, because if you die, you probably just reset anyway, because power loss, but... Because, like, Scarlet Meister is not really a slot machine. Yes, there's a lot of RNG to it, but, like, it's consistently just a pain-in-the-ass brutal attack. Compared to some other things, which high roll, low roll so much more. He died like 4 more times and subbed. Yeah, what I ended up having to do, the way I successfully did, is I kind of, like... I like, retreated everyone down left, like, initially. And then, like, I kind of clumped up. And then kind of, like, worked on bursting down a few enemies down there, and then just make my way through. Just playing to the most optimal... Like, the one good thing about them targeting Aku is the fact that you can, like, use her HP, get her down, like, really low, then heal it up fully with Trust, and you don't really have to worry about healing up, like, Reimu if Reimu gets low, because you know the AI is just gonna try to kill Aku. Oh. And the good news is that Rumia is annoying, but you don't have to... You don't have to be perfect around Rumia because cutscene will happen with Ray. Wait, the first time you attack Rumia, cutscene will happen, where Reimu will deal literally half of her HP for free and get moved right next to her, which really helps speed that up. Still a challenging mission, but it's fortunately got some exploits to it. Enough exploits to make it manageable. I did the same dodge again! Chapter with a bunch of remaining. When I yesterday was doing my Lunatic early game off stream, I ended that mission on the final turn. People complain about RNG, like, and I mean, I'll be like, oh, I got bad luck on something, I'll, like, complain about it a little bit, but people complain about RNG on a design perspective at all, and bitch about how something was luck-based, how they got screwed over with bad luck. Those people are delusional. I was drinking. I wasn't dodging there that second. And this isn't any video game. This isn't Touhou specific. Like, this is and not even just video game, but anything generally. Like, you could sit there and complain about bad luck, but the important thing that separates a lot of people is even when you get bad luck, it's to look and say, what could you have done differently? What did I make a mistake on? Find something that you did objectively that was a mistake. And this is, like I said, this isn't everything. This isn't just a Touhou-based thing. Like, if you played perfectly, then you have nothing to be upset over because you did the best you could have, and there was nothing wrong with what you did. So there's nothing to be upset over. And if you didn't play perfectly, well then, you fucking messed up on something. Just dodge better, yeah. One of my favorite relations to this is in Pokemon. There are a lot of people who do the Pokemon Battle Frontier, some Generation 4 stuff. Okay, although some people do in Generation 3 as well, but they don't exist in those generations. Anyway, they do. There's a lot of streaks for like the Battle Tower, Battle Factory, and all these different stuff, and like the details of which aren't important. But my favorite thing is. Because you get people who's like, damn, I just got 1 in 1,000 RNG on this mission. And I'm just battling, I lost my streak. I'm so unlucky. It's stupid. And my favorite is because you get some of the best players at streaks. And they point out to a situation where they're like, I made a mistake here. I made almost a run-ending mistake. I accidentally risked a 1 in 6,000. That was on me. I should have seen this call. I didn't see that. That was on me. I risked a 1 in 6,000 right here. Yeah. Like, there are walls, and you can... like, obviously, you're going to be upset when you get bad RNG. That's just natural. And it's fine to be upset when you get bad RNG. I'm not going to say that's anything at all, but... Because, like, I've seen some really unfortunate pet flares. I've seen some people have some really unfortunate pet flares. But, like, a lot of these are like, oh man, that was like a really bad wall. But you also could, like, could have done this or something. Like, there was something you could look at. You know, like there are situations where it's, like, nearly, like, it's functionally unreasonable for someone to have done that, you know? But, like, there's a lot of times it's like, well, that did suck, but... Ooh, I didn't time this down. Oops, I wasn't thinking. Whoopsie-woo. Oh, we do a little throwing for content. Oops. Also, people attribute a lot of things to luck, which is just circumstance. Ooh. Try just laughing at all the possible RG outcomes. Here we go. That's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, that looks like skill issue, Fanny. she's just too dummy thick. Again, there's also the criteria. Like, people are just always under the, you know, people always remember bad RNG over good RNG. Like, you'll get something good that happens to you and you don't bat an eye, and you get something bad and it's like, wow, this is crazy, bro. Yes, we are still on the Notori challenge. Will make him feel beat so much. Listen, it's not my fault Notori has such big Bonghong arrows. I didn't make the art for the game. I only walked into the bullet. With any variant of fairy, who would you pick and which would you pick and why? Can I pick the name character? Because they're typically a variant of fairy. I picked Clown Peak because she's hot. How about that? Is that the answer that you want? I picked one of the fairy maids from the SDM because they're probably the most, like... They're probably the least likely to make trouble. How about that? Is that a good enough answer for you? Or is this going to be one of those things where you dislike my answer and then you just immediately start rambling about how I'm actually wrong with my statement? Is that even true? I mean, what other fairy are we gonna look? What other, what other group of species, race of fairies are we looking for that'd be better than that? Like, are the fairy maids good at cleaning and doing the maid work? No. But they're very likely the most civilized and most, organized and most unruly batch of fairies, just simply by nature of what they do. I love Bumper Crop 2.0. Underground sun? You gotta buy a whole ass sun? Buy a life that we're never gonna use. They're non-boss enemies with anti-hugging bullets. I don't think so, but I don't know off the top of my head. Anti-hugging bullets, to be fair, are very rare. Dude, that green yin yang spawn then just immediately skipped town. Holy moly. I killed the fairies. I mean, I killed 3 of the 5 of them. Seems good enough to me. I hate you, Takane. Well, spoiler, I hate myself for just doing the dumbest dashes known to man, but... Nods, wonder if it's possible to spin them. Why would you be able to spin them? Nons are not aimed, they're static. Based on, like, rotation and thing. Like, based on her positioning, right? So, like... Like, you could probably, theoretically, do some weird shenanigans near the top of the screen and go loop around, but... probably easier to do as Marissa than Rainbow. Well, probably. Where the gap is. Oop, I just moved my mouse. Squeak, squeak. Okay, kiss, marry, kill. You have to kiss, marry, or kill Nazrin, Sho, or Byakurin. Who's what? Who are you picking for what spot? Show marry Byakurin, I guess that's what's getting killed. I'd probably say kiss Nazrin, marry Byakurin, kill Sho. Why? Well, why would you kill Nazrin and then kiss Sho, huh? Listen, Nazrin's useful. We can keep Nazrin alive. Nazrin can do things. What the fuck does Sho do? When was the last time Sho did anything useful for a person? You're kissing a rat who looks young? How the fuck do you mean looks young? He's a fucking fictional character. Looks about the same as almost every other fucking fictional Touhou character. Sick, Juno. Hey, Juno's certified milk. Sorry, am I only supposed to pick the characters with the biggest boobs? I'm sorry, Kiss very cool. Yukari, Kusen, not Kusen, fuck Kusen. Yukari, Okina, and fuck Jugo. Okay, what about that? Byakuya. I think Byakuya would be a perfectly fine candidate. Kusen, Genju. I'm sorry, I forgot the modern age people of kids can't understand religious morals and actually like following something instead of do whatever your dick says. Legit has to go and get. Yeah, but she's hot. How are you going to beat that argument? With one of them? What do you mean? I don't think that's an issue. It's only an issue if you're a bad person. You can't handle someone. Yukari and Mary Okina. See, I knew you'd get them. Dude, then the trash, unbelievable. That Don Maku business do be booming. Yeah, more importantly, who cares about if you're probably sleeping all the time? She's stinky, apparently, according to Zoom, so... Oh, she got that stink in a good way or a bad way? Probably could bring you anywhere you want. Yeah, you put an Okina, though? Well, okay, actually, here's a better question. Here's a better question. Because, like, personally, I'm not the biggest fan myself. Does Okina really like anal? I love this spell. What do you mean, what? I asked the question. Well, she does control the back doors. So I was just merely asking based off of... Based off of context of that, you know, it's an important question to clarify. What even hit me? What did I run into? Did I just run into a bullet? There was a single purple bullet all by itself. I want to stop feeling, like, partly sick. Like, sometime the next 2 years would be pretty cool. I killed Byakuran, Miko, and Raven. Ooh. Ooh. Kiss Byakuran, marry Reimu, kill Miko? That's what my gut is telling me is the right thing. I could be led to believe otherwise, though. World, is that the right thing? What do you mean, what world is the right thing? What world is that the wrong thing? Frick! I didn't kill the blue guy. I forgot to do the thing where you kill the enemy. Kiss Reimu, marry Miko, kill Byakuran. I could see it. What about you, Game Glitcher? You can't ask the question and then not give an answer. Over Byakuran is crazy. I do agree. I think that is kind of crazy personally, although I don't think it's like that outlandish. Like I don't know. I kind of wishy-washy over the two sometimes. Probably still maybe I think Reimu's got to be above Byakuran there. I think Reimu's just got too many perks. Yeah, she's literally the Gensokyo Shrine Maiden. Hello? Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't think I perfectly see an argument for Miko and for Byakuran. Like, I'm not saying not. I'm just saying Reimu's Reimu. Miko's too hotty? No, Miko's too shoddy. Does Byakuran still have a motorcycle? Because the motorcycle is part of her occult thing, right? Does she still have that? Now the incident's over. What's the point in her? She's a dead character to me. Lightjar, where's my Mima? Where's my Mima in Cheating Detective Satori? She's coming, right? Mima's gonna be here any second, right? She counts as having a ship. You talking about Byakuran? I guess it is technically hers, right? I love this spell. It is a neat spell. When it doesn't kill me. confirm. Oh, I walked right into it. You're gonna misclick by the blank, but I don't think that's gonna happen on a misclick. You do realize that in order to misclick it, I have to press the wrong card and then confirm on the wrong card. Like, you have to double misclick. Oh, come on. Keep building a house on your Bitcoin after marrying a yokai wife. Okay, fine. Well, instead of asking the MILF question, I'll ask you the other one. Game Glitcher. Kiss, marry, kill. Luna, Sunny, and Star. Ooh, I wasn't playing properly. I wasn't looking. Here's how answer the question. What are you, a coward? Oh, you're too scared? You're too scared to answer a mere fictional hypothetical question? With no wrong answer? Luna, marry, kiss, Star, kill, Side. I can't believe you're killing Sunny, dude. Unbelievable. I love that midnight. Honestly, I'd probably agree with you. I'd probably swap Luna and Star, though. I'd probably marry Star and kiss Luna instead. Why? 2 reasons. A, just from, like, the little bit of, like, writing and various games and stuff that I've seen. And B, Star has carried my ass more than the other 2 in Lost Branch. The combination of those 2 effects is too strong. I think Star's cuter as well. Oh, also, you asked me between Mai and Satono, which do I pick? Which one did you pick out of Mai and Satono? Kill Orin, Michael, and Chet. Wow, I'm kind of toss up here. Kill Chen, kiss Orin, marry Michael. I might go the other way though, between Mickey and Orin. Just why we're scattered brain ethically. I'm kind of coin toss between Mikkel and Orin on that one. I could see myself going either way. Okay, Kiss, Marry, Kill. Sakuya, Hatchily, and Mei Ling. Stop, because you don't give a damn about any of them. Game glitcher entering his emo USD phase again. Oh, USD mentioned. Oh, gotta get emo. Oh. Poor guy. I kill Mei Ling. Probably kiss Patchy, marry Saku. No, I think. Oh, right, you're supposed to time out the second one. I'd probably say kiss Sakuya, marry Patchy. Ooh, that was bad. Like what I made, more like made me come. I really got him with that one. So sick. What am I doing? I still think Patch would be the best. And then we have the greatest section in the entire video game. Mr. Zune, what were you doing here? I killed Kaguya, Sakuya, and Arya. Arya has time power? What? When did that happen? Actual she can't live due to her health? I don't think so. I know she has, like, asthma and stuff, but at the bare minimum, you see her in the hallways during the extra stage, right? And doesn't she go out during the Scarlet Weather Rhapsody incident? Like, I know Remy stays at the mansion the entire time, but I'm pretty sure that Patchy leaves the mansion during the Scarlet Weather Rhapsody incident. There's a time loop in Touhou 20. I don't know if I'll go the full. Full 2 hours in either this or Hero Vice Story later. Game Glitcher, back me up on this one. Patchy does leave during Scarlet Weather Rhapsody incident, right? Like, she goes out and about during that, right? I already commented about the extra stage. I'm talking about Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. It's also kind of cringe. Part's very cursed. Okay, Kiss, Marry, Kill. Stinky, Mima, and Yuka. That's Stinky. No, I said Shinky. What? Oh, get behind me. I think the worst part about the holidays is the copious amounts of sugar I intake. Because now there's just candy lying all over the place. Any of them? That's not the right answer. I asked a question, I expect an answer. I'll say kill Mima, kiss Yuka, marry, Shinky. The stage is so cursed. Say kill me, marry Yuka, kiss Shinky. Too hit or miss on Yuka, in my opinion. I get to see it though. So, we're gonna kill Megamo, I, Hitade. Marry Hitade. No, what the fuck am I saying? Marry Megamo. Kill Hitade. Kiss Aya? Yeah, probably. Oh, but real question, though. What defines Megamo as a great tank? It's because she's got bigger boobs? she's got better childbearing hips. Damn it. I think it's probably childbearing hip. Like, come on, I and taters, they don't have that. I and taters, they don't have those. But like, look at those thighs on Mega Man. Oh, I walked it up. Yep, now you raise a good point. What am I looking at? What do you mean, what are you looking at? It's Mega Moon. Her thighs. I mean, they're definitely a lot more defined than... Like, come on. I and Hatade, they're twigs compared to Mega Moon. Like, Mega Moon's got those egg-bearing hips compared to, like, I and Hatade. They couldn't squat out an egg if they tried. You feel? They have that dominant stance she has. Oh, I didn't see that first one. Don't do that. Certified banger. I think. Bro, I'm too busy looking at the purple stars on the bottom to realize there are red ones on top of them. It's a certified end of the week moment. Nantu! You rat bastard, Nantu. The long-awaited Omagatoki. What is an Omagatoki? Is that a word for a great Tengu? Cruel and unusual. Pretty colors. I hate that spell, or that non. Get one where I lose this sleep. Probably shouldn't bottom load with that. Hate that non with a passion. Okay, let's go dive into Tori. There's some screen in your lasers, right?